G'day YouTube, it's Brett here from Overtime Gaming with you once again, and we're back with Thursday Night Ring of Honor in our WWE 13 Universe mode. Of course, it is Ring of Honor tonight, which means we get the night underway now with one of our Ring of Honor special matches between Zack Sabre Jr. and Matt Hardy. Of course, Sabre Jr. has been on one hell of a roll lately, picking up huge wins. He broke the arm of Tony Nese, he beat ACH, he's beat Matt Taven, he's beat Johnny Gargano, he's beat AR Fox, and now he's looking to step up in competition once again and pick up a victory against Matt Hardy. It's going to be a tough job here, but hopefully for him, he can pick up the win here. You see Gargano, not Gargano, who the fuck am I back? You see Sabre Jr. working over Matt Hardy here. Matt Hardy's not been able to get anything going so far. Sabre Jr. just throwing Matt Hardy about like he's a ragdoll. He goes for the pin here. No count though, as the referee's slow to get down again, and finally Matt Hardy getting some offense going right now. But again, he's just shut down by Zack Sabre Jr., who's starting to work over the arms of Matt Hardy now. And now going to work, slamming the body down onto his knee, just wearing Matt Hardy down to the point where he can't do anything. You see he's working the arm here. Now the big drop kick, but Hardy gets out of the way, but you see him holding that arm, the injury there. And now Sabre Jr. going for the cross arm breaker. That could be it. This is the move that finishes everyone off. He's won all of his matches so far by this submission hold, and it's just been absolutely deadly so far. And he picks up a huge victory over Matt Hardy. The man that says never say die unfortunately has to give up there and tap out to Zack Sabre Jr.'s cross arm breaker. Zack Sabre Jr. been absolutely incredible since he joined Ring of Honor. And is there anyone out there that can stop him? We'll have to see in the coming weeks. See what happens with him and just see what occurs in his future. We move on to our second match of the evening. A rematch of last week between Davey Richards and Michael Elgin. Elgin picking up the win last week in an epic matchup. And this week they go head to head again. And this week it seems like Michael Elgin is tearing apart Davey Richards right now. Of course, Davey Richards one half of the American Wolves, while Michael Elgin is one half of the Unbreakable Effing Machines. Two great tag teams, but also two fantastic individual wrestlers here. As you see Michael Elgin just slamming Davey Richards down there, and now the big body drop onto Davey Richards. Elgin just taking complete control of this matchup, and now sends Davey Richards to the outside of the ring, and Elgin goes flying over the top rope. The big rope flip takes out David Richards. Huge move there, and now it looks like the big slam to the outside by Michael Elgin onto that unpadded floor there. Michael Elgin taking complete control of this one, and now it's the Elgin bomb in the corner. That should be it, but the ref does not go for the count, and Richards is able to get out. But Elgin again working over Davey Richards here. Richards has no chance in this matchup. Elgin slams Davey Richards down to the mat with authority there, and that should be it as he goes for the pinfall here. Only a one count on Davey Richards. How Richards managed to kick out of that one, we will never know. But you see Elgin with the Elgin bomb again. That should be it. But again, the referee breaks up the count. What is going on here? Richards coming back into it now with the big belly to back suplex. But Elgin slamming Richards to the mat once again. He is just wearing down Davey Richards there. And now with the big belly to belly suplex there, just tearing apart Davey Richards as he sends Richards into the corner. The big knee to the face of Davey Richards there in the corner. Busts Richards wide open. And that could well be it as Elgin lifts Richards back up and slams him into the mat again with that slam. That should be it as Elgin goes for the pin here. And that is a 1, 2, 3. Michael Elgin, the unbreakable Michael Elgin, picks up the win here. Back-to-back weeks picking up the win against Davey Richards. As again he is victorious, showing exactly what he's made of. And that could help him in future title matches. We move on to a tag team match now between the world's greatest tag team, Shelton Benjamin and Charlie Huss, going up against the Motor City Machine Guns, Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley. Huge tag team matchup here, and Shelley, the man in the ring right now, taking it to Shelton Benjamin. Benjamin not being able to get any offense going right now, as Shelley sends Benjamin to the outside there with the big rolling powerbomb. Beautiful move there by Alex Shelley, and Shelley goes to the springboard here. The springboard movesault takes out Shelton Benjamin. So the Motor City Machine Guns right now in the controlling seat, in the driver's seat. The World's Greatest Tag Team just aren't able to get any offense right now. As Shelley goes to the springboard move again, this time with the big elbow drop, taking out Shelton Benjamin. Followed up by the aided springboard crossbody. This matchup is all Alex Shelley right now, although Shelton Benjamin comes in with a belly to back suplex there, taking out Shelley. But Chris Sabin sending Shelton Benjamin back into the ring with the springboard crossbody again by Alex Shelley. Shelley is just in complete control right now. Now with a big powerbomb, and he rolls over for the pin. Only a 1 count though. Benjamin showing big guts here to keep kicking out as he goes for the moonsault now, and Benjamin kicks out before the count starts. Now Chris Sabin being tagged in. Shelley going to the top rope here. The big hurricane ran off the top rope and then turned into a power bomb by Chris Sabin. Chris Sabin with that RKO move there. The cutter just taking out Shelton Benjamin, then goes to the top rope. Benjamin gets out the way though and manages to make the tag to Charlie Huss. Now Chris Sabin going with the springboard crossbody again there, but Charlie Huss getting stuff going now with the suplex. They've just got to start working over the machine guns now as they tag Shelton Benjamin back in with the double team aided crossbody there on Chris Sabin. But Sabin gets back up and now is going for the big finish. And he slams Shelton Benjamin into the mat. That could be it. 1, 2, 3. The Motor City Machine Guns pick up the victory over the World's Greatest Tag Team. Good showing there by the Machine Guns, showing exactly why they're one of the top teams in this business and why there is no team in this division that is as good working together as these two. Now we move on to our next match of the evening. It's between the phenomenal AJ Styles and the man that knows no flight. What the fuck did I just say? Man, I'm speaking on my ass now, but I can't be bothered to go back and edit that out, so oh well. The phenomenal AJ Styles going up against Ricochet. Of course, Ricochet is the #1 contender for the TV title. He's also one half of the tag team champions with Rich Swann. So this will be one hell of a matchup. Of course, AJ Styles, Ring of Honor legend here, was here when Ring of Honor began and has been an essential part of this company since its existence. Of course, he has lately been wrestling for TNA. But we have now brought him back with the likes of Samoa Joe and Christopher Daniels as well, and hoping to rebuild Ring of Honor. Now we move back into this match. We see Ricochet in the controlling seat right now. He's just tearing apart AJ Styles. AJ has not been able to get any offense going. As we see, Ricochet could actually be lining up for the finish here. That big suplex there, slamming AJ into the mat. He's now pulling AJ to the middle of the ring. We could be nearing the end. This has been a very quick matchup. And there is the moonsault by Ricochet. That is the win. Ricochet picks up the 1, 2, 3. AJ had no chance in that one. Ricochet's anger has just become so big that you see him and his two friends, Johnny Gargano and Matt Taven. It's weird not to see Rich Swann involved in this, but maybe Matt Taven and Johnny Gargano have joined the Inner City Machine Guns in a team. And this could be one hell of a force in the future of Ring of Honor. You see they've just picked apart AJ Styles there. We move on to our main event and we've got a special surprise in order in this matchup for you. Today we will witness the whole main event. It won't just be the one, the edited version. It is the whole of the main event here between the Fallen Angel Christopher Daniels and CM Punk, the straight edge superstar. This is going to be one hell of a matchup here. Christopher Daniels, of course, won the #1 contenders rights when he beat AJ Styles, Samoa Joe and Jay Lethal at the Evolve pay-per-view. CM Punk has come over as the WWE champion here to Ring of Honor and thinks he deserves a shot straight at Paul London's title. Of course, there is also Jay Briscoe in the title picture, who is the former Ring of Honor World Champion and has a rematch clause in his contract. So we'll have to see what happens with this feud in the next couple of weeks leading up to the pay-per-view. Who will face Paul London at the pay-per-view in the main event? But you see Christopher Daniels taking it to CM Punk right now, starting to work over Punk. Punk seems to not be able to get too much offense going right now as Christopher Daniels starts to just beat down CM Punk, and now he's going high risk, the big drop kick to the head of CM Punk, and now goes to the outside. Will this be the springboard again? It is the springboard, but AJ gets out of the way this time. Christopher Daniels finds himself laying on the mat after falling flat on his face there. And now Punk coming with the moves to Daniels, but Daniels stops him in his stride with a big kick to the head there. But Punk coming back at Daniels here, just throwing Daniels about right now. Punk showing why he is the self-proclaimed best in the world. But Daniels coming back with the springboard DDT there. The springboard rotation DDT. And is now starting to take it to Punk. Throwing Punk into the corner and slamming him into the corner. This is good move so far by Christopher Daniels. And he is really starting to work CM Punk over here. With the rotation AA almost there. Big move, and that could almost finish CM Punk there, but Daniels not going for the pinfall. He is looking to inflict more damage on CM Punk now as he starts to work the arms of CM Punk, just picking him apart limb by limb. Slamming Punk into the mat there with a big suplex. Punk not being able to get anything going as there's a big running lariat there, takes Punk out. Daniels to the outside again, and this time the springboard crossbody takes out CM Punk. And Daniels going for the finish early here. That big move there, that slams CM Punk to the mat face first. That has got to finish CM Punk. But Daniels still fighting on and taking Punk apart now as he starts to work over CM Punk, just kicks to the gut. But Punk coming back into this one all of a sudden, slamming Daniels to the mat. We have been wrestling so far for 3 or 4 minutes, so it's starting to take a toll on these wrestlers as Punk now starting to work over Christopher Daniels. Daniels can't seem to get anything going as Punk is just throwing him about at will right now. Just throwing him about by his ankles and slamming him into the mat, and now working him with those big chops. The big chops and kicks. Daniels not being able to get anything going here, but he goes for the springboard. But again, CM Punk drop kicks the knees from underneath Christopher Daniels there, forcing Daniels to fly straight into the mat, and is now starting to work over the torso of Christopher Daniels. This is a scary sign for Daniels. He's let CM Punk get back into this matchup now and is now inflicting the moves that are wearing Christopher Daniels down. Daniels has definitely got to be wary here. CM Punk is taking full control right now and is slamming Christopher Daniels into the mat here. All of a sudden we've gone from Daniels being in complete control to CM Punk just picking him apart. As you see, he's working him over here with the big submission move, but Daniels manages to escape and slams Punk into the mat here. And now Daniels going high risk all of a sudden, and Daniels with a big drop kick, but Punk gets out the way now and is now starting to beat down on Christopher Daniels again, but Daniels escapes this time. Big kick to the head by Christopher Daniels. All of a sudden Punk in a weary position, the big aided crossbody, but again CM Punk gets out the way. Daniels rolls out the ring to escape some punishment there. And now the two men going at it again in the middle of the ring. Punk in a poor position right now. Christopher Daniels could unleash the Angel's Wings at any time, but Punk again with the explosive STO there. Just taking apart Christopher Daniels in the second half of this matchup. He throws him into the corner now. This could be CM Punk's signature move here, but it's not. It's the big chops to the chest by CM Punk. And now Punk putting Christopher Daniels in the tree of Y position. We could be nearing the end. Punk jumps to the outside, and this could be the drop kick to the head. Big move there by CM Punk, slamming the torso of Christopher Daniels into the mat. And now Punk in complete control of this matchup. The big kick to the head there, and Christopher Daniels just being sent to the mat continuously now as he's flung into the corner. The big move here by CM Punk in the corner. The Bulldog now into the mat. All of a sudden, CM Punk in complete control, and he's going for the pinfall here on Christopher Daniels. 1, 2, 3. Christopher Daniels on over to kick out here. Punk didn't even have to hit the GTS, and Punk picks up another big victory here. But you see, that's Daniel Bryan. That is the WWE Champion, Daniel Bryan there. Of course, the new WWE Champion. He beat CM Punk down with a bat. What is Bryan doing here? We'll have to find out next week. And peace out, YouTube. We're heading into overtime.